My 42M sister, 51F, hasn't spoken to me since Christmas due to an incident after dinner. Our father died 8 or so years ago, and he's been a touchy subject ever since. In many ways, he was a good dad, but like anyone, he had his issues, specifically anger and borderline alcoholism. He never got so bad he missed work or started day drinking, as far as I know, but every night had him and Mum splitting a couple bottles of wine, and then a half dozen whiskeys for him and several gins for her until they passed out, woke up a few hours later, and stumbled to bed. While he could have an anger spike at any time, it definitely got worse when he drank, and I believe he drank far more during my childhood rather than my sister's, though if you believe how he is now discussed, you would think he rarely touched a drop ever. In addition, my parents did not believe in corporal punishment for girls. As the youngest and only boy, they were quite happy to dish it out to me, as that's the only way boys learn. In truth, I think we grew up in almost entirely different households, though even the one she grew up in had holes in walls and doors from Dad releasing his anger. As you might imagine, I grew up living on my nerves, never quite sure what was going to set him off. So on Christmas, we were all chatting, and the subject of his boat came up, a retirement present to himself. He had got to enjoy taking on the canals he had loved as a child. Mun brought up that I would often help him, as at least two people are need to get through locks, and asked why I stopped going on those trips with him. I told the truth that at age 16 I had finally gotten big enough, so when he came at me on the boat we fought. I didn't win or anything, but the fact I fought back I think scared him, and that was the end of the beatings. My sister started screaming that I was a liar, and her daddy would never do something like that. He would never have hit me. I was a piece of shit for lying about him, etc. My mom and other sister, 46F, who moved at 17 to a distant university to get away from him and then to another country, said nothing even though they had both seen plenty, and I'm sure the eldest did too, but was just in denial. I refused to admit the truth, she demanded, so I left. Since then, she has refused to talk to me and still demands an apology for my lies. Mom and other sisters say they know I wasn't lying, but Christmas wasn't the right time. My sister didn't know I shouldn't speak ill of the dead, all that shit, and that I should just apologize and forget about it for the sake of the family. But I'm tired. I have scars that have never really healed. I struggle with depression and anxiety, both of which I am treating properly, don't worry. I'm tired of pretending my childhood was great just because we never had to worry about food or shelter. I'm tired of pretending my dad, who I did love, was some fantastic paragon of fatherhood. I'm just fucking tired, and I think I'm done. At this point, I could probably just say what she wants to hear without it affecting me. I think I'm going and see with her anyway, so I guess I could do it. She is apparently really fucked up about it, but I just don't want AITA. Maybe if I'm really over it, I should just let her have her dream dad, IDK.